Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute here and I'm super glad to be back. My name is Tammy Fashion and Lifestyle by Tammy. If it's your first time here, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like this video and also all my previous videos. That would be so good to me if you do. Today I'm super excited to be bringing this most promised video. This is just one video I've promised and it took me like so long before I could make this video. I'm super sorry, but I'm glad that I have the opportunity to teach you guys today. And today is going to be about makeup tutorial for beginners. It's going to be very detailed. It might be a pretty long video, and it's also going to be a step-by-step video on how to apply your makeup for every day, your party, or you just want to look good for a photo shoot or whatsoever, or you're in a region where you do not have access to a makeup artist and you also want to look glam. This video would help you. I'm sure you would gain something from this video, so please stay tuned. So guys, let's get into the real deal. And once again, please don't forget to share this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. So let's go. Without wasting much time, I'm just going to be getting into the video now. So first of all, I'm going to be using my my moisturizer. It's almost finished. It's from Essence, and I just really like this moisturizer because it makes me have this very nice glow. So I'm just going to be using that. It's almost finished. So guys, I'm going to be using this MAC moisturizer. I'm just going to be using a little bit of it on my face. It's important to moisturize your face. This determines what your outlook, the makeup outlook, is going to be, because your base has a lot to do in your entire look and your finished look. So I'm just going to be using. Starting my brows, and I'm going to be using a primer. This is a Becca primer. You can use any primer. You can use Pond's, you can use Rimmel, or whatever primer that you have. So you use on your eyebrows to make it get laid. So I'm going to be using my concealer under my eyebrows, just a little bit under my eyebrows. Then it's important for your eyebrows to already be shaped, so when it's shaped, it's easier for you to draw your brows. So I'm just going to be doing this now, blending. Make sure you blend well, bring it down into your eyelid, just blend. I'll do the same for this section. Next up, I'll be using my setting powder. It's from Technique. You can use Banana, you can use Laura Mercier, whatever setting powder you have you can use, with translucent powder, just to apply on the same places I put my concealer, and then my brows are ready to be drawn. Next, I'm going to be using my spooler to brush my brows so they're in place before I draw. Then make sure that your eye pencil is very sharp. I'm going to be using a Davis 03 pencil, so I'm making sure that my pencil is very, very sharp, because the sharper your pencil, the better your lines and the easier for you to draw. Then you make sure you put the pencil underneath your eyebrows. Then you trace. Follow your hairline. Take it out. Not down, just take it out. Then the same thing for the upper part. Make sure you don't put too much pressure on your pencil. When you get to your arc, this is your arc, make sure you hold your arc and make sure it joins the first one that you drew. So you take it out also. Then you can round your arc like this. Avoid multiple lines. Then make sure that you do this, give it light strokes in front so it looks very natural. And mind you, both brows are not going to be the same, but they can be sisters, so just make sure to allow them look almost alike, but they cannot be the same. Done. Now I'm going to be doing the second eyes. Make sure you measure the front like this and like this, so your brow must not pass this length and it must not pass this beginning. So just follow your hairline hold your arc, take it out. Don't bring it down, just take it out. Avoid multiple lines. The same thing you would do for the upper brows. Now I'm done drawing both. I feel like this is a little bit big, so this is when we can now use our concealer to highlight the brows. I'm going to be using the same concealer I used in the beginning, and this is my angle brush. I hope you can see it, and this is how I'm going to be using it. This upper part will be here, and then the lower part will be down. Then make sure you go with less concealer first. Go with lesser product so it's easier for you to blend, and then just do this. Both sides, put the concealer, then gradually take the pen, a brush like this, and place it just underneath what you have drawn. And when you get under your arc, you take it in a little bit. By the way, the ending of your brows must always be sharp, so make sure you thin out as you're coming down. Thin out your brows. Then I can go in on more concealer, most importantly underneath my arc, to blend it in. Make sure that you have neat strokes, because if they are scattered, if it's not neat, then it becomes difficult to blend. You'll be seeing harsh lines underneath your brows. So you see how I'm taking the brush the other way and making it flat, because I'm trying to blend in my brush and my concealer. So I'm going to be doing the same thing for the other eye. Now I'm done highlighting both on the brows. Can you see? So I'm going to be highlighting the upper part, and I'll be using a concealer of my shade or a shade darker, so that I don't have those harsh lines underneath, on top of my brows rather. So see how I hold the brush, just a little bit, then glide in. Gently. When you get to your arc, make sure you round it, come down gently. The brows automatically thins out. And if you feel like maybe you touched your brows a little bit, you can always add the pencil back to it. Just be careful. So it's time for us to blend. So you blend, dab, 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 press in, press in, press in, press in. And sometimes you can go in with a little concealer so it blends if it feels sticky already. Most importantly, the upper parts you swipe up. You can afford to do the upper parts anyhow you like, but for the lower part you need to bring it down and make sure it is very neat. So this brows is done. I'm going to be doing the other part now. So I'm done blending, and I'm just giving it a touch. Next I'm going to be going on my setting powder again underneath the brows and on top of the brows, just so it holds the concealer in place. That's the essence for the setting powder again. You see, it doesn't take a long time for you to fix your brows. Just have to pay attention to every detail. Make sure your pencil is sharp. Make sure you follow your hairline. Don't have double lines. Don't use so much concealer to go in first, and then you'll be good. Now I'm going to be using the setting powder on top of the brows. So I'm done with my brows, and the next thing I'm going to be doing is my eyeshadow. I'm going to be starting with the crease. This is a crease brush. You can check my previous video. This is my eyeshadow. Usually for your crease color, you should use shades of brown to red. Not red, but shades of brown to like brick red. Like, look at the color I'm using. Then sometimes I mix this because I want to achieve a nude look, so I'm not doing so much color. I'm just going to be showing you the techniques of applying your eyeshadow. So usually your crease is this upper part of your eyelid, and it's always called the transition color. So I'm just going to be applying it. Then for the outer part, make it like a V. Make like a V, if you can see what I mean. Make a V, swipe in, then out, then glide into your eyeshadow and your eyelid. Glide. And when you're done, you use your blending brush again to blend everything, so there's no sharp line or sharp edges between your transition color and your eyebrows. And I'm done blending. We'll do the same for the second eye now. Then use your blending brush. Next, I'm going to be using my eyeshadow primer. I didn't mention this in the video, but you can use it if you like. It helps your eyeshadow stay in place and pop more. You actually don't have to go on so much. Just put it, trace your eyeballs. When you trace your eyeballs, the end of it is where the eyeshadow stops, and also your eyeshadow primer. Make sure it is well blended and it has no ash line, because if it has ash lines, then your eyeshadow is also going to be breaking. Make sure it's smooth. You don't have to go in on so much, like I said, just a little bit. And once you are done, you go over with your crease color again to the end, so you can make your V. Usually when you're applying your shadows, you go from the dark color to the darker color to the darkest color. So if you are using like two colors, you start from a bright color and make sure you end it with a darker shade. So for example, I'm going to say start with this color. I can start with this color, continue with this color, and end with this crease color. So you should start from the lighter part to the lighter, then, or say darker, darkest, something like that. So it's important for you to know that the type of eyeshadow you are using will determine the type of brush you are going to use. So because I'm using a matte shadow, I'm going to be using a fluffy brush. If I'm using a shimmer shadow, I'm going to be using a flat brush. But because I just want to create a nude look, so I'm going to be using this matte shadow with this fluffy brush. Then I'm just going to be pasting on top of the eyeshadow primer that I applied earlier. And that's all about it. Just paste in, paste. This is just a nude look, like I said earlier. So if you want to apply more colors, it's the same process, but you just be using, maybe if it's a shimmer shadow, then you'll be using a flat brush. But most importantly is that you are pasting and you're not dragging. Paste, then you move outwards. Next, you are going to be using your crease brush to make sure that everything is well blended. Apply your crease again into it and take it into your main color. Shade it in and out for some seconds, then you take it all into your crease. The same thing for the second eye. Make sure you shade in the two colors, or you can give it the V ending, then take it into the main color, and everything goes right into your crease. And that's all for your eyeshadow application for a nude look. Next, I'm going to be lining my eye with this felt pen from Primark. I like it a lot because it gives me a very nice precision. So what you have to do is pull out your eyes and draw a straight line. And that's it. If you like, you can just put like a shimmer shadow in between the shadows, so it doesn't look all matte, but that's if you want. to be lining my under eye. I'm just taking the kohl pen inside my lid, not outside, inside, so it does not smudge. And then the same process for this. Make sure that the first eyeliner, upper liner, meets the lower one. You can always take it off. And that's it. Now it's time for skin work. I'm going to be applying my concealer. Remember, I already applied my moisturizer, so you can also put this mist, makeup mist, before you apply your foundation. Close your eyes and that's it. And after, you can now use your foundation. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be mixing my foundation to get my exact color. I'm going to be mixing this foundation from Maybelline and the other one from L'Oreal foundation. They are both drugstores and they are very much affordable and you can easily get them everywhere. So I avoid using so much product. Like I said earlier, go with less to more. You can always build on your foundation, but don't go with so much product from the scratch. And then I'm just going to be applying it on my T-zones first. Then I would use my foundation brush to blend it out. And notice I'm not doing it in a very zigzag way. I'm making it smooth in all the applications, so I don't have very sharp lines or brush lines or ash lines on my face. And now I'm going to be going on with the foundation brush. When you're blending your foundation, you make sure you swipe out, press in and swipe out always. So you press in and then you swipe out. Always swipe out so it has the same pattern, or you don't get to see the ash lines from your brush. You can also use your beauty blender, it's your choice. So I'm swiping down. I'm swiping out. And so I'm just going to be blending and blending and till I have the perfect finish. And don't also forget to put the foundation to your neck. You can next I'm going on with my concealer, and I'm also going to be applying them on my T-zones, just a little bit. You don't have to use like too much. And then you use your beauty blender, make sure it is damp, then use it to apply, press in your foundation and your concealer. Just press in, press in. Next, I'm going to be using my setting powder also on my T-zones, and I'm just going to be pressing in to the same places that I applied my concealer. Next, I'm going on my contour, so I'm going to be using my eyeshadow also. I like it because it gives me that orange to red blush and contour effect. So you always swipe up for your contour. You take it into your hairs. You can apply as much as you want. If you do not want so much blush, then you do not need to. And that's it for my blush and contour. Next, I'm going on to my lips, and I'm going to be using my lip balm first. It's always important to moisturize your lips before applying anything on it. And I'm just going on with my lip balm. For my nude lips, I'm going to be using a brown and a pink lipstick. They are both matte lipstick. One is from Primark and one is from Classic. Classic is a Nigerian brand, and I like it a lot because it has this very brown tone. So When you want to draw the upper lip, make sure you do like an X so you can get this shape of the upper lip, like this and like this. Then you can take it down. Then just smack your lip gently. Then I'm going to be applying this bright pink in the middle. If you like, you can apply a gloss. It's not compulsory, it's your choice. If you want the inner shadow to be brighter, you can always apply like your eyeshadow primer in the middle to brighten up the lip. This is always like a trick to brighten any color. And then you can always clean up your lip with your angle brush. And then you blend. Next, I'm going to be dusting off my highlights with the powder. It's important to use your shade so you don't get too highlighted face. So I always like to use my skin tone powder to dust off my highlights. Make sure you dust off properly so you don't have crease under your eyelid. I also don't like to leave my setting powder on my face for so long so it doesn't also get too baked. Next, I'm going to be spraying my face with the moisturizer. The setting spray, I beg your pardon. And then I'm going to be using my beauty blender to just dab in. Just dab. Next, I'm going to be using my bronzer, and I'm also going to be applying my setting. I'm going to be using my beauty blender to apply it. Just on my cheekbone. Just to get that glow. Next, I'm going to be applying my mascara. I'm not much of an eyelashes fan, so I'm just going to be using my mascara. Notice I'm using it last because to avoid the eyelashes staining my other parts of the eye, I'm using it last when I am done with the eyes, to avoid stories that touch, that point when your makeup is looking glammed up and then this mascara thing just smudges up the eye. So now it's time to apply my powder on the overall look, and observe I'm also using my beauty blender. I just found out this trick. It makes your powder set in better, and so I've been using it, and I think it gives you a better finish than the brush. I mean, you can still use the brush, but like use this first, then you can use the brush over it without a powder. But this beauty blender allows the powder to get into the skin and blend in well without any harsh lines. Sorry, these are super excited. So it's like an easy makeup for beginner for if you just want to take one for the day, doing something so serious, like this is what you need for and you so I'm using my powder brush now. Let everything sink in. Just observe that I am pressing in with my powder brush. I'm not dragging, I'm just pressing in. I'm tired. There we go. So finally guys, I'm just going to be setting with this Magic Mist Illuminating Setting Spray from Technique all over my face, and that will be the end of the look. Notice I also use my beauty blender to dab in. And this is your easy everyday party glam whatever makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned one or two things from it. Please like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like other videos too. Thank you very much. How did I do, guys? So this is the finished look. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned one or two things from this video. I hope it was really helpful. I hope it helps somebody out there to make your makeup game move from 0 to 100 or a 70 at least. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like my video, like my previous videos, and see you in my next video. Till then, my name is Tammy, Fashion and Lifestyle by Tammy. Bye bye.